So we sing nature the supplement, and we know that we aren't alone, because this humble bar is our sanctuary, this humble bar is our home, our home.
All right, come on. Come on, come on. Raise your motherfucking glass. Raise your motherfucking glass. Raise your motherfucking glass. Raise your motherfucking glass. At the end of the day, the tap's still active, so we don't have to pay. Here to stay, I remain with potential galore. You say I'm okay, but I got more in store. I'm in your face, in your space, so you can't ignore. I got my liquored up victors and we're ready for war. I got the rap mob, we're packing and we're breaking your doors. Who needs another shot? Cause I got plenty to pour. Go down.
Raise your motherfucking glass. Life is moving too fast, but I'm having a blast. The bitches sucking my shafts. Went from letting my head hang to holding it high. Cause in my life, I'm the only one on who I rely. So goodbye insecurities, hello ego.
Shit, here we go, slapping hoes right out of the clothes.
And if Tim and I are gone, we ain't sorry. Cause she's too Dago spinning donuts in a Ferrari.
Raise your motherfucking glass and that psilocybin crack up with rum and pumpkin grass. Cause we chillin' writing tracks up. Bust takes and success, the villain tried to act tough. My puff chest can run checks, make you killin' by this rap tongue. I'm finna light this hash off, bristle dice like Jack Frost. Sippin' light and Jack Schnapps, Henny fights and fast bros. Don't love these hoes, I'm sorry, but these bitches trying to jack us. I think it's time we snap, bro. Genocide and tax fraud.
Let the liquor flow like a waterfall. Let the brain swim free through the alcohol. Let the memories stack till it fades to black. Points are back, let's attack on this track. I'll toast it back. Let the liquor flow like a waterfall. Let the brain swim free through the alcohol. Let the memories stack till it fades to black. Points are back, let's attack on this track. I'll toast it
Raise a
back.
motherfucking glass, it's a toast tonight. A boast of might, this liquor leak you post of white. Fuck a hoe, then I ghost like a poltergeist. I'll grab a drink, then I close my fist mighty tight. Cause I'm a king, royal G, fucking solemn deus. Know the name, love the game, I never fucking fake it. Drink a glass, fucking smash, I'm not gonna take it. Fucking rhyme, find the time, then let's fucking bake it. Snap back in and out from a total blackout. But the 8 tracks loud as I blow her back out. Bitch, grind that ass down, blow your lower back out. Nathan King, I need a drink or I'm gonna have to tap out.
Raise your motherfucking glass, it's a big celebration. Every laugh, every tear only brings new motivation. It's a symphony orchestrated through each collocation. And every new track tells a story like a constellation. So be patient, this nation's about to feel the sensation of a fat white faggot bringing mic devastation. And facing wicked temptations in an array of equations. I'm addicted to stress, goddamn bitch, I need a vacation. But that's tough shit, I'll always be here rapping and writing. I'm trying to hone all my skills and I'll improve on my timing. So no more crying and fighting, and all the stars are aligning. And I'm a fucking crap god, rising out of his hiding. There's no denying at the top I didn't make it alone. Shout out to Blade and Pro Jack and Solemn Deos, R.I.T. Beanie Doc, and all of my bros. We're the rap mob, we're packing and we're breaking your doors. So knock knock, motherfucker, you know we're better than most. Don't think of me as your foe, because tonight I'm your host. This fucking party's starting, man, so hold your loved ones close. And let's all drink to our lives, refill our pitchers and toast.
Let the liquor flow like a waterfall. Let your brain swim free through the alcohol. Let the memories stack till it fades to black. Boys are back, let's attack on this track. I'll toast it. Let the liquor flow like a waterfall. Let your brain swim free through the alcohol. Let the memories stack till it fades to black. Boys are back, let's attack on this track. I'll toast to that.
Volume down. All right, welcome everybody to the 8 tracks and Bladen, can you hear me? Bladen?
George Bush does not care about black people.
It's true. All right, everybody, welcome to the Well, we got a bit of a dual celebration stream going on because today is the 1 year anniversary of 8 Tracks, as well as, I guess about a week ago, I hit 4K subs. Let's try to get it to 7K before I yeet the entire channel. But, Bladen, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing fine. That's my
That's
answer.
good. That's fair, bro.
No,
All
no,
right,
no, but
so
how you been?
I'm pretty good. It's been busy. So I will say we originally had a plan of going through people's music, having people submit stuff, and just like checking out and giving critiques. But we have audio issues, so we're gonna be a little limited in what we can do. Probably just a shit ton of Q&A and conversation. So if y'all got questions, be sure to. We'll probably be able to get all of them answered. We'll be going for a few hours probably. Bladen, fill up some space while I let the server know that we're on.
All right. I'm just gonna look at the chat. Now I remember why Toast was my least favorite track on 8 Tracks.
Savage. I pulled it up on my phone, the stream up on my phone, and the audio sounded terrible. I don't know how bad it was on your end, but it was like it sounded like I don't know, pretty. I don't know. Streaming's hard, but I don't do it often enough. I'm trying to get it to 17 review. All right. Well, Naples can figure it out. I'm not telling him shit. All right. So 8 Tracks. Let me get a picture up or something. That way we got something visually going on. Go ahead and fill up time. Dance Monkey.
All right, I'll just go back to reading the chat. Nah,
right,
he's too scared to be murdered by Slim Shady if he hates. Okay, shut. Oh my god.
Shit sucks. Do we have Rule 10 for the streams or no?
Ooh. That is a good question.
That's a good question. All right, let me keep going. Let me know if anything weird happens, but I'm just going to be making everything look pretty. Actually, let's start out with Bladen. I know that you did one in the server not too long ago, but you want to give a review for 8 Tracks. Don't worry, you don't need to ask Kiss at all. Whatever you don't like, be sure to talk about, as well as whatever you like, you know, the whole shebang. We'll like it.
Yeah, so I'll just go track by track. I might need a little help remembering the track list.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, shit. All right. Adderall. Good song. Good opener. I like it. It's did Project produce that?
Yeah, he did. Basically
Actually, good beat.
Basically I gave him that Addicted to Stress song, and I just told him make something around that samples this for the hook. And I told him like what section. But yeah, the rest of that was all his creative decision, and yeah, it's a bop.
It honestly surprised me. I didn't think well, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah.
Savage, Jesus.
No. We'll keep it PG for me.
You're just mad because you don't get to criticize other people's music, you know?
Oh, as compensation for that, I'm gonna go hard on 8 Tracks.
That works. All right.
No,
we'll keep going then.
Fun. It's very fun. It's relatable. There was one line on there. It's like the line about having there's a limit to no limit to ideas, but there's a limit to cash. I felt that.
Yeah.
It's just
definitely my favorite line from that song is what was it? Overwhelmed by what I want to do, underwhelmed by what I've done, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm like focused on trying to get this fucking image going. Hold on. Here we go. All right, I got it.
That was a good line. That was a good line. I feel like anyone who was small but is ambitious and has dreams of pursuing a career in music or anything,
There we go.
can find that relatable.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Overall, good song.
it's definitely it's not really supposed to be like an egotistical thing. It's really just kind of like trying to make make ambitions work in just like a stressful environment where you're not very good at what you're doing. Was
Hmm.
kind of the feeling I was trying to go for. Oh, we got bells in chat. We got
That's unfortunate.
yeah, it's unfortunate. Honestly, we'll probably have bells on later. So, well, I have released 8 tracks too. Uh, I guess I don't know. I guess technically, but I don't know.
Where are the B
Also,
sides?
where are the B sides talking how to? They were supposed to drop with the album, but that didn't happen. Um, but I'll say this though, we'll probably be answering 8 tracks related questions, and then once we're done with that half of the stream, we'll just kind of do general questions. So if one of your questions doesn't get answered up front towards the beginning of the stream, just save it for later, and we'll jump on it. So, all right, go
Matthew
ahead,
the
buddy.
artist asks, "Does 8 tracks represent the number of kids Tim has captured?" That is an understatement.
What like it's good. 8 track side B.
It's a lot more than eight, bro.
So yeah, no, that was the implication. All right, yeah, you keep going. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to keep taking care of some stuff. So just rant, get it all out.
Oh boy. Oh boy, do I have a song to rant about.
Yeah,
No
I think
take backs.
I think most people could probably agree it's the worst on the album. It's definitely my least favorite.
It's not bad, but it's pretty weak, in my opinion. The instrumental is really thin, especially the lead guitar. Where did you get that, by the way? That
Oh,
instrumental?
that was all commissioned out. Like that's all played originally for it. So,
Hmm.
um,
You shouldn't go
but
back to whoever did that.
well, no, I should because he's talented. The problem is that I gave him a very limited amount of time and not a lot of good instructions. So that was more of my error. Because also I didn't really know what to ask for. Because that melody, the da 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 da, like that's from an anime opening, but it's kind of it's very different. It's like more got more of like a groove to it in the original, whereas I wanted it to be a little punchier in this version. But I think I just ended up I think I ended up not asking for enough for it, and I also
Hmm.
didn't recognize what it needed. Because like the thing is, it's like blaming an actor like Samuel Jackson or Natalie Portman, both great actors, but like they suck in the Star Wars prequels, and that's not because like they weren't trying or whatever. It's because they had poor direction. So I think that's kind of what it comes down
Right.
to.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but no, that definitely. Oh, by the way, you're echoing a little bit. I don't
Oh,
know if you could use headphones or something.
I am using headphones.
Oh well, fuck. Maybe turn down your volume just a little bit. Should be good though. But no, by far the worst, like the most whack line in the entire album though, has to be the Fap Rod line. Like um oh wait, no, yeah, no, that's in God shit. But there's like 2 Fap lines, and I just think that word just does not work in a rap at all. And there's a lot of that where I feel like while I had decent like rhyme, like pen game in certain tracks, like Adderall or Cinderella or whatever, there's a lot of
Yeah.
like word choices I think that bug me more than anything. Um, but yeah, no takebacks. I have to say I actually really like the chorus, and the third verse I think is pretty strong. But the thing is that was also my first performed song of all of them in studio time. And the thing is, studio time was so expensive, and I just didn't have a lot of time. So I didn't really try to redo anything, despite probably needing to, because I was trying to make the 2020 deadline because I had already pushed it off so many times.
Yeah.
But I will say that 8 tracks or no takebacks in particular really suffered from that, because the only other track that was recorded really early was "World Is My Stage," which is like the easiest one to record. So I feel like that one didn't suffer as much. But this one, I sound so unconfident, which really contrasts with the, like, especially when the lyrics get cocky. So
Yeah.
I think the first verse is really bad, but I think the hook, second verse are both well written and well thought out, and I think the third verse has a lot of merit. But it was execution, I think, was the downfall of that song. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm still happy that I did it. Because it's more or less what I had in my head translated into the ether. It's just it's kind of a failure, but I'm just glad that I can get those out of the way and hopefully have less and less failures as I go along and learn and all that shit. But
Right.
I'm gonna look through the chat real quick. You keep going.
And that's No Takebacks has one of my favorite verses on 8 tracks too. The third verse is
Uh,
really good.
yeah. I like I said, I think the performance kind of doesn't give it the punch it needs, but I think I like the direction of the verse, and I like how it just kind of keeps building on top of each other.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, I'm trying to look. Oh, okay. Here's a good one. There we go. All right.
I love you, Logan. That
Keep that
is
going
that
up
is
for a while. If we're gonna shit on Bells outside of the server, though, we need to have him on later to defend himself.
he should be
Matt
our
says he
hype
likes.
man. He should be on now.
Um, actually, yeah, it would be a really good fuck you to everyone else to just have Bells on first, just like make everybody else wait like an hour. All right, let's see. When is 8 tracks going to be on streaming? Okay, so there's this thing called sample licensing and clearances that I'm not good at. Um, and 8 tracks has so many. Um, I want to try to get some of the tracks, like other than like 2 seconds of Piano Man. Toast is completely sample free. Um, let's see. Comeback is sample free, but it also has like the me getting the beat was kind of a weird story. Which, by the way, if the person I got the beat from, if you want to get paid for that, just reach out to me. I tried reaching out to you, but like I'm willing to pay for it. Um, oh, Logan's freaking out. No, stop, please. Bell's must not go on first. All right, that's good. Was I talking about it? Fuck it. All right, keep going.
I don't know what song's next.
God shit.
No Take Back. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
you
This
Are you
isn't a
thinking I
hot
didn't
take.
know? You had to think about it for a minute there.
It's been a while since I've listened to it in
Fair
order.
enough. I listened to it on the way here, and in order to try to like kind of pick apart, like especially because I've been like so focused on the new stuff I'm trying to work on. It's kind of to go backwards and kind of see that, especially when I haven't listened to it in a bit, it definitely kind of recontextualizes it, and also it allows me to pinpoint what I really like and what I really dislike, and use both as a learning experience. I think, which is really helpful. Um, but yeah, God shit. I guess you said it's not a hot take to say it's one of the favorites, but my hot take for it is that the first verse of God shit is complete and utter trash.
Well, my hot
Um,
take is that you're a complete fucking retard.
fair enough. Like here's the thing: the first verse was written like probably a year and a half before the second and third. It was one of the first things I ever wrote, and it's just not good. I was trying, like back when I wrote that, I was trying to do like a G funk thing, until I decided I didn't have the means to do a good G-Funk song. So
Wait, wasn't the name of it Get Funked
yeah, it was, yeah,
or
oh god.
something?
Yeah, no, I'll be talking about the stuff that got cut because my biggest crime as a creative is I am very hesitant to cut anything. And if you've watched my channel for a while, that's probably pretty apparent with videos like the Legend of Korra ones, which are just like so, like, you could tell that like any and every idea I had just got in the final cut. I'm not good at cutting stuff down, but A-Tracks did have one or two things that never saw the light of day. Thank God. um, but I probably should have cut the first verse for. I mean, I like the thing is, because I wrote the whole thing. Like I wrote all of God's shit, and then I gave lines to Zach to do like a call and response kind of thing. But I think I gave all of the lines that I thought were semi decent to Zach in the first verse, like dialect pilot, rock my environment, spitting hot fire from now to retirement. Like that's a good flow and shit. But it's like meanwhile,
Yeah.
I had the Fap Rod line, which like oh my that is easily the worst line in the whole fucking album. Or that and the other fapping line and no takebacks. But meanwhile, I think the second verse on God shit is probably my it's probably my favorite verse in the entire album. And that was I originally used that verse for a Kung Fu Panda video. But then I used it as testing for the when I made the God shit beat. I just used it to test on it, and I loved it. Like it flowed so much better on the God shit beat than it did on the Kung Fu Panda one, that it was like, okay, I have to use it for this. But that's easily one of my favorite. Like the fists up, wings spread, live my life like it's free, mind's clear, no fear for the life that I see. It's like I fucking like. I still get hyped about that, and I think Doc during the premiere mentioned that was one of his favorite parts. But I fucking love that second verse, and then the third verse I think is pretty solid. But let's be honest, the best part about God shit is Zach on the hook, or at least in my opinion. Fuck it,
I agree.
I mean, I like I said, I wrote the hook, but I swear to God, he somehow took word for word what I wrote and made it so much better in his performance. Because like when I had it, like it was, it was kind of a bop, but like when Zach did it in studio, he added like a bit of slight changes to the melody that just made it sound like so much more energetic. And it like he absolute like that song being as good as it is thanks to Zach, or Solemn Deus rather. I should probably start using a rap name. No gimmicks. I think I saw the word Obi Trice in the chat somewhere. Where was the Obi Trice verse you promised? I don't remember that. But okay. Bladen, talk about God shit. I'm gonna look at chat.
Solemn Deus is a really good vocalist.
I agree.
I don't think anyone is going to deny that, but I mean, it just like you said, elevated God shit to a whole new level.
Yeah, it's really fun because like I've known
didn't
him
hear...
all my. Good. You there?
Oh, I didn't hear your performance for it, but yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that Zach was better.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even remember because like he literally like tweaked it ever so slightly in a way that just made it all click, to where it's like I can't even remember what it was before those little changes, because like his was just so catchy and just easy to get stuck in my head. Deuce asks, do you still have Animal Collective shit on your laptop because of me? Actually, let me check on that. Bladen, do you have anything else to say about COD shit?
It's not shit.
Yeah. Did I have I told the story about going to go perform it on stream yet? I don't want to repeat myself, but if that's only been said in the server and not on the channel, I might want to tell that story.
This is a really good story.
Yeah, I went to an open mic. Oh, yeah, Deuce, I do have it. But I just deleted it, so we're good. But so I went to go perform God shit at an open mic just to kind of get practice on stage and get past stage fright and just get a taste for the whole thing. And I actually did really well because the Zach's vocals being there gave me a lot of time to breathe, which as a fat person I really need. And so I was really able to be super energetic for all my stuff. And looking in the crowd, it looked like some people were into it, some people were not. But the only negative words I got from it were from the people running the open mic, who after it finished, he's like, "God shit, man, that's some white boy shit." Like literally said that, and like the two guys running it were roasting me, but then it's like a bunch of other people in the crowd, and then everybody stood up and clapped. But no, a few people in the audience came up to me afterwards and really liked it. One guy said I reminded, like, me doing that song reminded him of Danny Brown, which I don't know if I see that, but I mean that's a compliment because Danny Brown's really great. So shout out to that guy. And then basically every single white person in the building came up to me and said that they liked it, and then a chunk of the colored fellows came up to me and said that they liked it. So I feel like is a good mix of. I feel like the people who were just like wanting kind of the norm, because God shit does not sound very trendy. It doesn't really sound like anything really. The most I can get is that Danny Brown song you showed me, "Smoking and Drinking," which is kind of like dubstep hip hop elements.
That might
kind
have
of
been what he meant whenever you compared him to
energetic
Danny
together.
Brown.
Yeah, I didn't really get that until you showed me that song, but I kind of get it. Also, my voice is kind of nasally and a bit obnoxious, like kind of like Danny Brown's, but I don't know. Hopefully, I can build up to that amount of charisma because Danny Brown's great on a mic. But okay, so I think the next song is the one that you hate, probably probably the one we would disagree with the most. But I really do get your take on it. But Leap of Faithlessness, I'll let you go first, obviously.
Oh God, this was a train wreck. And like you said, because you made the point where to people who it's relatable to, they might see it in a different light, and I think I've heard nothing but positivity from people like that. But I mean, the beat isn't great, and the hook doesn't really fit in with the rest of the tone of the song, and that's my main gripe with this song is the tone shifts. It's
Yeah,
how it goes
which
from
which is
serious to
which is my favorite part of it.
Jesus
But I
Christ is my
completely yeah. Um, we obviously talked about it, but just going over it for the stream. I really like bizarre tone shifts that shouldn't work. Um, Tails Gets Trolled is a good example of what I've been eating up a lot of lately. But I've always liked that kind of shit. Like the song "My Fault" from the Slim Shady LP, my favorite song from the album, Bladen's most hated from the album. And I think part of that is because of how it really uncomfortably mixes serious and goofy. And I don't know. I feel like with Leap of Faithlessness, there was. I think one of the reasons why I can say I get it, but I can also say that I like that element is because all of that was intentional. So it's like you got stuff like the rapping for Jesus sample, but that's kind of trying to show in an admittedly goofy way, but it is trying to show the disconnect between being I don't know, like becoming atheist and becoming and like separating yourself from the sort of really fake and plastic sort of stuff. I mean, obviously rapping for Jesus was fake, but I still grew up around a lot of that fake positivity and fake pandering and trying to be cool and I mean, the other night we were just in the server. We were just going over my old folder of Catholic memes. Like they're out of touch, and I feel like mixing like kind of real talk with like this super fake kind of ridiculous. Like I wanted to take what was funny about it and make it kind of ridiculous. and I don't know if it completely worked. Obviously, not for everybody. There's some people who said that it worked for them, but like I said, I ultimately that song was an experiment. I feel like it really comes together in the last part with the that Cowboy Bebop sample, and like when the then a like I'm really happy with all how that all came out. And I don't know, maybe like the song is obviously the most personal of 8 tracks for me, because it's like the only serious song. And looking back on it, I don't know if I'd really word anything different or rewrite a verse. I feel like I said everything I wanted to say in that song, how I wanted to say it. But a recurring theme for 8 tracks is that I wasn't really making it for anybody but me, which is something I've been really trying to teach myself since then, is trying to mix the two better. Just for the sake of, it's like, it might as well just stay in my head if I'm not trying to entertain anyone else with it. Obviously not trying to, sacrifice the core of what it's supposed to be, but, being able to compromise to the point of making it better all around, or improving its quality in a broader reach without sacrificing anything. But Leap of Faithlessness was not attempting that at all. And, like I said, it was intentional, but I completely understand somebody being like, "Oh, I don't enjoy that." It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Like you're definitely not wrong for feeling that way. That just makes sense. It's purposefully alienating, not even in a pretentious like art fag way, but just in a trying something that I wanted to try kind of way.
It's very
But
jarring.
it is
Going
very
between
jarring.
I just want my parents to accept me. Oh, I'm being told I'm gonna burn in hell. Oh, this, oh, the preset told me that I'm going to hell because I jerked off. Like,
Which is real, yeah.
I
I have to. Literally, yeah. That all sucked, bro. It just sucks. Oh, the.
Oh man, that's
But
tough.
but yeah, like I said, I completely understand. It is intentional, and I think part of it, how like they say like, oh, musicians should break the rules, but not before they know the rules. Like you shouldn't try to just play free jazz without knowing music theory, kind of thing.
Well,
I,
yeah,
I feel
that's why Trout Mask Replica sucks.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I fell into that where I probably shouldn't have been trying. If it was going to be more of a success story, I probably should have waited to try something that really was so contradicting of its own self. But at the same time, though, I am happy with it. But I completely understand anyone saying that they did not get anything out of it, because it is very very niche, and honestly, if you don't like weird tone shift stuff, then it's not going to work. Oh, why did I just put it? Okay. But okay, so after that we got Comeback, and I'll let you talk, but I'm gonna say one thing. I really and my engineer warned me that my favorite track would be not the favorite track overall of like audiences and shit. But Comeback is easily one of my favorites. And I don't get why it did so, like it got no reaction. And I'd be honestly
Hmm.
interested to see what people have to say, because it'd be helpful for me figuring out doing something similar in a way that works for people. Because to me, it's like re-listening to it today, I'm like, oh shit, I still really like this. But go ahead and give your take.
I'm gonna be honest. One of my favorites on the album.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
I
I guess
I
that
don't
intro was
understand.
useless.
I don't
Let's
understand
get
why
how
people
to
don't
on
like
to
it.
just let's get how to on to rant about it. Actually,
I mean,
I don't know if any of the other mods want to talk about A tracks. If you do, we could get you on. But I figure most of them probably want to come on when we do the normal stream stuff. But if anyone wants to come on of the mods, then just let me know. Um, But yeah, go ahead and keep saying your piece.
I mean, you
Oh, okay.
could make the argument that it's tacky using a relapse type beat,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
I don't know, because I still like the beat. I like the lyrics. The hook is the best on the album. Um, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I like the
actually,
hook
yeah, the hook,
on
the hook
Comeback
has
more than God
easily
Shit.
the hook easily has the most like slept on line, because I haven't seen anyone point it out, but I think it's like the most clever thing on the entire album. The like, I crash into the party epicenter of attention. Like, I fucking love that wordplay, and like nobody mentioned it, so I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I definitely I fucking love that song. I love the energy. That was the first, like, I did, that was one of the first sessions I did after the no takebacks in World's My Stage session, and that was the first session where I really like felt myself starting to get comfortable with it, and
Mm.
I had a very specific way that I wanted to enunciate the words and energy that I wanted to have for certain lines and certain voices I wanted to do, and all of that came out exactly how I wanted it, plus some. Like, the "Get Out of My Ways" or just sounds so much better than it sounded in my head. Um,
I swear
and
to God, that is the best part. That might actually be the best part of the album. I'm not even like kidding. That's
I'm not gonna lie, like, my fat ass self felt so fucking cool screaming that, and then hearing like the echo, and I'm like, I'm a badass, bro. It felt so fucking cool. I guess that's another. I think because like the general consensus is songs that don't take themselves too seriously tend to be the overall fan favorites. Tsundere, God Shit, Adderall. Those tend to be the ones people mention. Um, and I feel like part of that is my personality is a little bit more in a natural state, in kind of the Weezer, loser sort of self-deprecating sort of thing. So maybe
Mm.
it's hard for it to adjust to like me trying to be cool, and granted, part of it is playing a character, part of it is just taking parts I actually like about myself, like my determination or ambition and stuff like that, and using that as fodder for egotism. But I don't know, I think trying to be cool is something I really want to accomplish, because um that's just, I don't know, so exciting to me to have people like bump my shit and just feel like a badass, um but I feel like that's, I feel like it's probably even harder for people who know me, because I'm such a fucking like clown and shit. But I don't know, like I said, and I have to admit, I think some of the other music we're working on now probably is going to accomplish that better. So particularly some of the ones that you and I are working on very closely, I feel like I incorporate my enough of my personality to where it's not just cocky, but it's like got my personality and sense of humor in it. And I hope that that kind of translates it all better into, oh, he's being cool, but he's also, still him. And I feel like that's kind of
He's
the,
being cool, but he's still him.
yeah, yeah, that guy. um, because like I said, Nathan King ultimately is a character, but it's a character I definitely, and I don't know, I feel like after my next album is really going to be me trying to prove myself in a lot of different ways, along with some of the other stuff I'm working on. So I have to hope that it works out, but like, not to spoil too much, but the shit we got cooking is just so much better than 8 tracks. Like, on every level. It's going to be fucking crazy. It's going to be so good. Um and I feel bad because all I have to show since 8 tracks is classic love songs, but I guess I shouldn't feel too bad because everybody likes that more. So it is what it is.
Rip.
Oh, another thing I fucking love about Comeback though is the opening with like the DMX style, like fucking like talking over myself. Like I just shouted like, I've been waiting a fucking decade for this. Let's fucking go. It's just like screaming it. Like, I love Comeback, and I really do feel like it. Like what is it? shoot, I hate that I'm forgetting some of my shit, but I went from practicing all the 8-track songs every day to practicing other songs every day. So, but the Meteor line, like the end of verse 2 in Comeback, fucking love that shit. And honestly, even though I got scammed and money stolen from me with the Ignorant Rizzy feature I was going to get on it, where I was going to get him to do the hook, and I literally paid him and then he blocked me. So fuck that guy, publicly shouting
really?
it out. Yeah, this guy named Ignorant Rizzy, who was I was on a song, like I met him through somebody who wanted me to collab with them. And he had a cool voice, so I'm like, oh, I should get him to do the hook on Comeback. And I paid him, and he sent me like a flubbed take and then blocked me. It's like I would have paid more if he wanted more for a second tape, but he was just a fucking asshole about it. But honestly, it worked out for the best because I really think that I did a good job on that hook. I'm proud of that. Comeback Comeback was originally supposed to be the fucking first single for the album, but that didn't work because what I wanted to do for the music video, I did not have the time and or budget for it to do at the time. So is what it is. But next one we got wait, you got anything else for Comeback?
Fuck that guy who fucked you over.
Yeah, he's a dick, but it happens. It was like a modest like 30. It wasn't like I spent 100 on a hook, but it was still like. And I literally like if he's like, okay, if I'm gonna record more takes, send me a few like some more money. Like I would have fucking sent it, but he just fucking blocked me like an asshole. So whatever. Like I said, it worked out for the best. One thing I will say about Comeback, my biggest inspiration to the point of listening to this song on loop for like 2 hours before my recording session. Have you ever heard Joe Vare by Brockhampton?
I don't listen to Brockhampton.
Fair enough, but there's my favorite member of Brockhampton does a verse in there, and that angry energy that I did in Comeback is like tenfold in that verse. It's one of my favorite parts of their entire discography, but I just listened to that verse on repeat for like 2 hours before my session, and it got me like the right kind of like hyped up for it, and I really feel like that paid off. But yeah, okay, so next we got World Is My Stage. Thank God I didn't release a fucking like 30-track album. This is not taking long enough just to get through 8 songs. Let's see. So World Is My Stage. Originally was just I found a beat I really like, and I was like I challenged myself to write something to it. But then I wound up liking what I wrote to it, and I was like, well, this needs to go somewhere. And that was around the same time that the track I cut from 8 tracks got cut, and I needed something to replace it. And then I just had the verse, like the stuff I wrote to that YouTube instrumental. And I'm just like, okay, this works with the rest of the album. I could put it right between Comeback and Tsundere. And it just kind of, it fit really nicely. Like, I know we've talked about it being kind of a filler track before, but I really do feel like it blends in more than a normal filler track would, because the opening World's End sample, I think, is perfect after Comeback. And I feel like the super like lighthearted tone of the song transitions into Tsundere perfectly. And I also feel like it's some of my best writing, flow, and pen game in the entire album pretty easily. Like I like in the second verse, the first line, like locked and loaded like a cannon in a war, tore down a road to saviors standing over the poor. That's like entire sentence rhymed together. You have like strapped for gas this morning, but it's diamonds tonight. That's a really good line. And then, you got some salvos like Kevin struck me down, now I'm rising like a phoenix. Writing for short films, the scripts are getting seamless. Hop on top the Milky Way, the whole world's on my peen. Like I like the laid back flow, and I like how it all went. Like for a while there, I kind of felt like, yeah, this is a filler track, but I don't know. I really feel like I integrated it well, and I feel like it adds to the album rather than just stagnant. Personally, I want to get
would disagree with the sentiment that it's a filler track. I think it adds a lot. Now that being said, I think it's good. I don't think it's great. Just just certain things that bother me. Like I feel like the Solemn
The
Days
hook.
feature on there is kind of
Well,
out of
that's just because.
place.
Well, that's just because the beat got really quiet and soft there, and I was just like, "Oh, I guess I should put some kind of bridge thing here." That was kind of
Hmm.
haphazardly put there. I'm gonna be honest. Um, I don't know. It wouldn't have
But
felt right if I just got right into rapping as the beat was so stripped. I feel like that would have just been kind of. I guess I could have, but I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like a bridge works, and I take like I see the stars align, I see the past behind, circles in my mind. Now the future's mine. I take that and I actually in some of my future projects I actually integrate it in ways that complement the song way better. Um,
Hmm.
but I don't know. It's nice to have it to where it works as a callback, I guess. Um, but yeah, I'll say the hook is not the greatest. I really like the beat. I really like all three of the verses. But yeah, I guess the bridge and the hook are a little weak on the weaker side of the album.
The hook was an interesting idea, but I don't think it was executed very well. I think
Yeah,
part of that might be that you just can't really remove a crowd cheering uh from
instrumental.
the rest
Yeah,
of the audio. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
which
Oh god, my
if you want to
engineer
add
wanted to
that
kill me.
as
My
well,
my my engineer was stressing out trying to figure out how to make that work. Yeah, you're right. I should have just added a different crowd sound. But I'm like, no, it's from the movie. Just like M saying the line from the movie, it's like from the crowd was in the movie, and it was a bad idea. It
yeah.
didn't work. But
But no, I really like the subject matter of the song, and in a way, it feels like a follow up to Adderall with
yeah,
the
I guess that's true.
verse that follows the Solemn Days bridge.
Yeah.
It's like someday I'll. What is it?
Um. Uh. Fuck.
I'll close my eyes and I'll see what I'll be, moving people off their seats. I don't know. That's the gist of it. No, but
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, my brain is noodles right now. But
context
yeah.
wise, it works as a good follow up to Adderall.
Yeah. No, I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah, I guess because when I wrote Adderall and when I wrote World of My Stage were kind of two different mindsets that I guess kind of complemented each other. So I guess that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. And then
Mm.
I feel like upon release,
Look
God
what
Shit
Deuce
was the
put in
favorite.
chat.
Yeah, no, I see that. I'm not trying not to say anything publicly about that, but one we'll see though. We'll see. Um, so initially when the album released, God Shit was the obvious fan favorite, but I think since the album's release, Tsundere has overthrown God Shit as the fan favorite. I think everybody has basically switched on that being their favorite track, which honestly, I was worried about whether or not I should even put it on there. Like literally, so first of all, How To was absolutely useless in the 8 Tracks Discord server because when I added him to it, like the server that we were making to work behind the scenes stuff, he was like, "Oh, I can help," and I'm like, "Okay," and I added him, and then he proceeded to do nothing to help and would just leak shit like a fucking asshole. And
What a
then
Chad.
fucking. And then I remember Doc and How To were on VC looking at the lyrics for Tsundere, and they were like, "You have to cut this. Like, what are you doing? That like, do not put this on here. It will drag down the entire album." Well, look whose favorite song now, bitch. But yeah,
Just gonna teach Tim not to listen to other people.
no, just How
What are you
To,
guys doing?
just How To, just How To. No, How To gives good advice, and he'll be hard on you and not sugarcoat things. So I appreciate that. But the thing is, How To and I have very different taste.
Mm-hmm.
He likes subtlety. I don't. So just right off the bat, we're kind of looking for different things. Bells is asking if he can come on the next
Yeah.
song. Let's get through the track list and then we'll put Bells on and he can talk about whatever he wants to talk about.
Put balls on.
Put balls on. Yeah. Fucking.
That's what he said.
But yeah, so Tsundere, God, I was
LBG.
stressing. I was literally so embarrassed and so stressing over the hook for it. Like, I was like, it's bad. It's bad. Nobody's gonna like it. why did I put this song on here? Like, I was having a lot of second thoughts about it, and then when it started and the chat was like, this is so goddamn good, I'm like, oh, okay, that works. But I'll say this, Tsundere easily has the best flows on the entire album. Like, easy. Like, she's only 4'9", but I'm frightened for my life. But the thrill is amazing when she's dying for a fight. My heart races when she steps into my sight, and her lips touch my neck. I felt a heavenly light. It was bright, it was blinding, it was shining, it was bliss. Like, that flow is so fucking perfect on that beat. Fucking love that shit. I'm afraid of what Bells will talk about. But Bladen, what is your opinion on femdom porn, the musical? Femdom the musical.
Oh my god, the beat. It is so good. Didn't Doc make the first half?
Yeah, Doc made the Lo and Behold section, and then Asperger made the second half. I will be very limited in what I'll talk about with that whole situation. But
Fair.
I'll say this: that beat he made is fucking amazing, and I'm glad I was able to use it because it really made Tsundere come together in a fun package. And what sucks is I'm really wanting like
beat.
more. I want more beats with that kind of
It
jazz
hits
energy.
really hard.
Okay, we're done. We're done. Yeah, we're done. Okay. What'd you think? Oh, were you happy that I was able to get Eminem to sign on to a feature?
I don't know how you did it. I don't
Yeah.
understand how you did it.
Yeah. No, I think he
That
was
is
like,
amazing. That's amazing.
he was like, I really like your Slim Shady retrospective, man. I like how your server makes
He did
fun
it
of
on the
proof
condition that
staff.
you don't review Revival.
Yeah, I like how on your Discord server you make fun of proof staff. Let me be on your fucking album. The Lil Uzi verse diss track should have been a bonus track. God, that one's so good. No, that's actually part of Snail's new album.
That should have been the lead single, let's be honest.
Logan. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. I guess that's Tsundere. It's just fun. It's just like I genuinely made something
Okay,
fun.
can you
that people
demod
find-
Bells and then change his nickname?
I can. Well, no, I can change his nickname either way. He doesn't fucking. He never notices. Like, listening right now, he's probably not going to notice. I'm doing it right now. Oh, shut up, Bells. Okay, now we'll get Bells on later.
That is an excellent point.
Then Toast. I feel like Toast is the one that I've been in conversations about more than any of the other songs in the album.
No.
I don't know. It's awkward because you and I both
Tsundere
like
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Tsundere was a lot of fun, but I feel like Toast, it's awkward because that's like the most split. Because like, there's a few people who like Leap of Faithlessness, a few people who really don't like it, and then a lot of people who are kind of half and half. But Toast, I feel like it's either you love it or you hate it, and that one is a little because like Leap of Faithlessness was intentionally, niche and divisive, but Toast was supposed to be a banger, so that kind of like, that's a little bit more what is it? Your mic's lagging. Okay. I don't know how to fix that. But what is it? But yeah, I feel like Toast is definitely I don't know, I love it. I feel like I might be too close to it because I just fucking adore it beginning to end. I love the solo, I love the instrumental, I love all of the features. I've grown to love the hook, even though I will say that it's a little bit weaker than the rest of the song. But I really like what Zach did with it nonetheless. I really like I love all of the verses. I love the piano opening. I love the fun outro with all the crazy voices and shit. Toast is a song for me. And I'm glad people enjoyed it, but I am also interested to see what makes it not tick. I know How To has kind of gone in length about it, but something that has been told to me both by you and How To is that it lacks bass, which I didn't even fucking like think of. So that's probably on me for not communicating that, well enough. But it is what it is. But Blaine, why don't you talk about the toast? Shit, he might be really lagging. Blaine, you need to disconnect and come back, or shit, shit.
Yeah, the bass line reminds me of my
Oh shit,
father.
he's really lagging. Oh, let me remove him. Hi everybody, how are y'all doing? That's because you wear earbuds when listening to music. Fair enough. Let me check on my good friend Bladen. In the meantime, Bells, I'll go ahead and send you the invite. But I don't know. I don't know if How To or Logan is on still, or Deuce or Andrew. But if any of y'all mods want to hop on, DM me. I'm sending an invite to Bells, but let me know if any of y'all want it. Let me take care of this. Damn, Bladen has that Tennessee internet going on, so bear with us. Oh, actually, let me just add the link in the mod chat rather than just DMing everybody. All right, so whoever wants to hop in from the mod chat, I dropped the link in there. So just do your thing. But okay, so chat, can y'all hear me? Okay, I know that we're having some issues there with the co-host, but can y'all hear me? Oh God, hold on. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Well, this is the first time that I ever appear on your live stream.
Oh, really? Do you
Yeah.
have anything to say to the lovely people?
Um. Not really.
God, you suck at streaming.
This is the first.
I need you to
This is
fill
the.
time while I figure out
This
what happened to
this is
Bladen.
this is like the first time that I've ever been on a live stream. Come on, give me a break, Tim.
You get no break, bro. You were like, let me on. Went out of your way to DM me.
I
Damn.
mean, I guess if you want me to talk about something, I guess I can talk about the
Yeah.
album
Give
itself.
your opinion on 8 tracks and shit.
All right, I guess I'll go very fast with the album. The first song, it actually is my favorite song of the album. Like ever since that I listened to the album, like it has my favorite sampling, my favorite beat, my favorite delivery. I think it has like a lot of iconic bars. I think it's, in my opinion, still definitely the one that I enjoy the most. No takebacks. I have to agree, it's not very good. Very forgettable. I think very boring rap rock in general. Then God Shit, great song. I feel like God is like you take like a lot of elements that might probably be an awful idea, but I guess you try to add your charm to it, and I guess you make it like work very well. Good song. The next song, Leap of Faithfulness. I have mixed opinions. Yeah, I agree that it has like an awkward combination of you being serious, you being also funny. but at the same time, like, I guess I admire like what you were trying to do with the song. Like, there are definitely some interesting elements on it. Comeback, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember Comeback that very well. I guess that's probably part of the reason why a lot of like the song just got no reaction at all, because I I don't really. I mean, I don't think it's the worst. I think No Takebacks and even Life of
If I might,
Faithfulness.
if I might ask, a line like "Crash into the party, epicenter of attention," and this isn't to like suck my own dick or anything, but it's like just to pick out what works and what doesn't, just from as many people as I can pick out from. What with lines like that, or like the any other lines you might remember, do you feel like they work in any capacity, or you feel like it's a little flaccid or bland for you?
I guess I'm in
Sorry to say the
between.
word flaccid in front of you.
No, I guess in between. Like, I don't think it's necessarily a strong verse or one verse that is gonna define the album, but I think I'm fine with it, like being on the song itself. I think it's a good enough verse.
Hey, how to you on?
Hi.
Okay, bet. So, hold on. Bladen's,
Bladen screaming at bells.
Bladen, it says device is not connected. You need to turn on your mic, or camera. It's not letting me add you in until you do that. I apologize.
Words cannot express my hatred for bells right now.
Yeah, I've just been adding like any negative to bells on the fucking screen. It's great.
That's pretty awesome. So what are you guys talking about?
Nathan King's newest album. May have I don't know if you heard it. I think you
I don't think I listened to that one.
it. Yeah, it's the one with Ember's Ghost Squad and that in the corner in your room feature,
Corner?
Yeah. There we go. All right. Bladen, enter the wait. Hold on. Y'all argue about something. Let me talk to Bladen.
All right. No, but I guess I've been talking about the album a little bit, but how to actually want to hear your thoughts as well, even though I already know your thoughts. But I mean,
About what?
the album, any of the songs that you want to talk about, or
Songs?
yeah.
You have to explain to me what that is.
I think Bladen's still lagging. I think he's responding to shit in the. Damn, I feel bad for Tennessee, bro. I feel bad for anywhere that has internet at this point. But I interrupted y'all. Y'all go ahead and.
Oh no, I was just
make out or
I was just
whatever.
asking Bells to explain to me what a song was.
Okay.
No, but,
Why do you?
We're
want
talking
to
about classic love songs.
We're talking about 8 tracks actually, but
Oh, okay.
either one works.
No, 8 Tracks is an interesting album. I re-listened to Sundre not long ago. That song's still really good, actually. Good job.
Appreciate you.
And I don't even think, obviously you didn't do the production, which, and the production's good, but your performance on that one, your vocal performance, I very much admire. I thought you really put a lot into that one. And it was a peek into the greatness that can come.
Yeah. I guess here's an interesting question for both of y'all. Because it's kind of doesn't work for me to ask Bladen this since we're really closely working together. But like, given what 8 Tracks is and what 8 Tracks did, what do you want to see more of, and what do you want to see less of in my music to come?
I guess personally, I like the songs that felt more unique, kind of like songs that didn't really feel like anyone else was going to be making them. Because I feel like I can hear, a million songs about, I'm an underdog, I'm the greatest, I'm this and that. And I think that there's a place for that. And I don't think that if you enjoy making those songs, you should stop altogether. But a good half, or maybe a little bit more, if I think about it, of 8 tracks was kind of that. While songs like Sunjure or Leap of Faithlessness or, arguably Toast, just stylistically what you did with the ending of that one.
Yeah.
Those songs, even if I didn't think each of them turned out equally, I thought they were more interesting. Generally, I thought that was kind of stuff where I'm like, this is like an artist that stands out to me.
Okay. What about Less Of? Well, I guess you kind of answered both in that. But...
Yeah.
Bells, what about you?
Well, I think How To's being kind of cute right now.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, I'll add him back. Fucking asshole. You had one shot not to use my platform to be humiliated and get off to it. Fucking, you had one chance. You fucking asshole. I'll not be involved in your fucking fetish.
Logan's going crazy in chat. Get rid of it.
Oh my.
I DM'd him to say it. Oh man.
Oh man, we're down to 6 viewers, and all of them are probably in the server.
Yeah. Well, no, there's senior apples here. How many holes does a human body have?
I don't have a funny answer. I'm not fucking.
Ass Backley and the back ass is classic love song spread in 8 tracks. I agree.
I personally disagree, but thank you for the support.
I generally want to come on just to scream at bells.
Logan, you can come on if you can.
You're allowed to.
Yeah.
I know that heroin 1 pound. But so I will say, like I said, 8 tracks was kind of me trying to make music that I couldn't find and that I wanted to listen to. A lot of the stuff I'm working on now is kind of integration of my personality and my style, but also mixing it with conventional stuff. So I hope that, my next album is going to be all over the place, kind of like 8 tracks and trying a bunch of new, new things. More than likely somebody's had thought of like some of the same ideas before, but regardless, I feel like my next solo album will be, because I'm kind of trying to focus on collaborative stuff, on trying to hone more of an audience-friendly like integration and compromise between my personality and my developing style and more conventional or commercial sort of sounds. And I'll say Bladen and I's project together, not to spoil too much, but I feel like the integration really works well there in a way that I think that it's going to be a lot of what people may have wanted to see from me that I haven't delivered so far.
Well, I mean,
I won't answer the fucking phone.
Bladen is calling me like twice.
Well, tell him to get on the fucking.
Yeah, okay, I think you should get back on.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Balls!
When is the bleeding?
Hi, Bladen.
Hi, Bells.
I like that Bells didn't give himself a profile picture too.
That made me lose my fucking shit. God damn. It's fucking brutal.
Bladen, I love you.
That was good, man. That was good.
I love me too. I'm pretty great.
Fucking,
yes.
Y'all should
Bladen is biblical.
Yeah.
Sonichu has escaped from Sewellville. I don't know. Quickville. Okay. The movie. Huh? I'd see it.
I will say, Matt asked. By the way, I'll probably be making a video on my second channel pretty soon. But Matt released new album plus a B-side this year, and I enjoyed it on my first listen. But I re-listened to his 2021 album again the other day, and it's even better on the second time. So it's For Your Eyes Only. Check out Matthew the Artist's album. It's fucking really good.
Oh, it's ears.
Never listened to his music, but he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, but it's just like banger after banger after banger after banger, and they're all really good. And he's got some good hooks, got some fun verses, some fun punchlines. There's an Among Us line that I'll talk about that in my video, but there is an Among Us line, but it's only the one, and there's also some good punchlines also. So
there's also a Dead Bart reference.
Yeah, and there's a Ted Bart reference of all things.
Dead Bart?
Yeah, the creepypasta Dead Bart.
I am not cringing.
Oh, For Your Ears Only. What did I say?
For Your Eyes Only, the J. Cole album.
Well, I'm retarded. Don't listen to me. Somebody else.
Well, yeah, don't listen to him. The album's awful.
No. Somebody else say something good about it, so people don't listen to me.
Blaine hasn't even heard his own song that he produced for it.
Bonzo asked Tim, "What do you think about Playboi Carti and other rappers like Young Thug and Nav?"
You do not want to hear that one.
I listened to Die Lit and I absolutely hated it. I thought that Playboi Carti was the worst part of it. I thought there was like 2 beats that I liked. Not a fan. Denzel Curry does that kind of trap way better. And also,
my God,
Earthquake.
Listen. Wait. I'm gonna cut you off right there. We're talking about 8 tracks. And that was the widest thing I've heard all stream. And we're talking about 8 tracks.
I think it's funny that Tim thinks that Denzel Curry and Playboi Carti are the same type of trap.
Well, they're both banger trap. I mean, I don't know. I don't listen to much like 21 Savage or fucking Young Thug. I heard Rodeo, and it's a good album, but it's like a high 6 for me. I don't know. I like that song with The Weeknd on it. And then I never listened to Nas.
Thanks for answering his question about Young Thug.
See, Nov's.
By the way, Tim's wrong. Die Lit rocks.
I'm not a fan.
It does.
I don't get
it. Nathan King. He ain't wrong.
Also, I feel like Earthquake would go from an 11 to a 12 without Playboi Carti. But
you just keep pumping out bad take after bad take. Where's the
Tim's life story?
Why is everybody arguing about Nav? That's the only one we didn't talk about.
Yeah, Nav sucks.
What the fuck is a Nav?
Nav is like this. Like,
is that a Fantano reference?
No, God, I hate him. He's so boring. I can't listen to that shit.
But
who's Frenzy?
But
Frenzy.
Before
check chat.
Wait, so before Matt's question, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, future stuff. So like I said,
I mean, if you don't like Playboi Carti, I can't imagine you get into Future.
Actually, I don't think I've heard much Future solo work, but usually when he's on a feature, he's pretty good. Like, what's that 3,000 something song that he's on Rodeo? He's really good on that. I don't know. I don't dislike Future.
Any mainstream is trash. Sure. If Quickville actually existed, Detroit would look like a normal place.
By the way, Earthquake is one of my favorite songs, to be fair.
Can't waste the space for your take. No, he says, see, Tim is a waste of space because he thinks that Playboi Carti isn't one of the best parts.
Well, it's like the only part. It's the only thing about that song that isn't perfect.
Young Thug and Carti are trash too. They are not. What do you think about those new underground TikTok rappers like Safi Ye? I'm not saying that one. Or Summers and others because they suck balls.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really keep up with new shit as much as I probably should. If I see something that interests me, I try to keep up with it. But I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm starting to get to the age where it's like the glimpses of getting stuck in my ways is happening, and I'm not looking forward to it because I want to be able to like. I mean, to be fair, I do like a bunch of like new, baby shit like Gex and I don't know. Like I do like some like Zoomer shit. So, I don't think
I understand Gex.
Yeah.
I think I was the first one on the server to like get into Gex.
Yeah, I really don't get Playboy Cardi though. That's the one I don't get.
I get Cardi. I have a hard time getting other people though.
Yeah, and I know I talk about this all the time on the server, but I really do like City Morgue. I know that they're not like super mainstream, but they're they're enough.
Oh wait,
mainstream.
I just realized I like the most Zoomer of Zoomer artists. I actually understand Olivia Rodrigo.
I don't even think I've heard a single song.
No,
No,
but I
I've only-
What
understand.
you know about
her.
rolling down in the deep?
I've only heard.
I actually am okay with that one.
I mean, one of
hated
my
it when I
favorite
first
songs.
heard it.
Matt said, "When is a TikTok equal bad video coming out?" Well, one of my favorite songs of all time is a fucking TikTok song now, so can't be too mad.
Redinzel is a TikTok song.
No, Everywhere I Go.
Oh yeah, that did become a TikTok song.
Yeah, which honestly is disappointing, but I like that song and I'm not going to stop it. So
Hey, TikTok occasionally resurrects like songs that I really
Little
care
Dark
about.
Age is a good ass song. That one I don't feel like has suffered too much from it.
Did that become a TikTok one?
Yeah, that's everywhere. That's like on every TikTok people send me is like a fucking Little Dark Age in the background. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, Naples just added me. He didn't DM me. He added me on the server. When did I get into Gex? And it was around the time I saw Fantano's review of it, and I listened to it because I thought it would be funny. And I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And I kind of ranted about how bad it was. And then around halfway through, I understood it. It clicked together. Everything started making sense, and I loved it.
Yeah, Gex is just so wonderful. I know I already talked about it on the channel, but it's just such a nice little burst of life.
It is disappointing to me that it became so big because now it's like, I don't know. So, something about its value has kind of been lost now that like so many people who weren't really there and didn't really get it now are like, oh, it's so good. Yeah.
I will say I would have preferred it to stay smaller just because I feel like there's a real joy in introducing it to someone who hasn't heard it.
Yeah, that's another aspect. I showed a lot of my friends that album and they hate me for it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people I know who discount it altogether on like a complete songwriting level. But it's like, I don't know, songs like Money Machine and Stupid Horse and Geck to You are just like despite the aesthetic, personality of it, it's still like really good songs like underneath all of that. But anyway, what were we talking about before that? I know that we've been kind of talking to chat, which is good, but
well, you were talking about the future, and then I made a joke about future. And then
that's what. Okay,
and then it kind of got mildly derailed.
Okay. Oh yeah. So Matt asked when Bladed and I's collab is coming out. We're looking at 2023, but we'll expound on that more. We got some crazy stuff happening next year too, though, so don't worry. We got a bunch of shit in the works, and we're kind of planning ahead. Plus, 2022, I'm gonna be making a big focus on finishing up the channel. So there's that. And I sent Logan the link because he asked for it.
This is Matt.
Yes, this is Matt.
Tim, which era of music do you genuinely prefer the most? 1970 to 1999, or 2000 to 2010, or 2010 to 2020? So basically, do you like 70s to the rest of the 20th century, 2000s to 2010s, or 2010s to now?
I will say probably 2000s onward. I got more favorites, even though I really like a lot of 90s and 70s stuff. In fact, my top 3 songs are all 70s songs. But most of my favorite albums are 2010s albums with a shit ton of 2000s ones, and my favorite albums 2000s. I don't know. I appreciate a lot from all of them, but it's probably tied between 2000s and the 2010s as far as like the majority I like.
So 2000 to 2010 would be.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't count. That's just the 2000s. 2000 to 2010.
Can I just count like all of those except for the 80s? Because I like all of those decades except for the 80s.
I like the 80s. I think it's underrated.
Well, no one asked you.
Yeah, I don't even know why he got on here, but I don't know. It's like the 80s has some good records like Cultosaurus Erectus, Thriller, Fresh Fruit, Riding Vegetables, Remain in Light. but God, the general like trends and sounds, and even like some of the big hits, like it just doesn't do much for me. But I've talked about that before.
It's an
you know,
acquired
so-
taste.
Yeah, but it also is unacquired taste too. Like it's kind of like a you either like it or you don't kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
The 80s are kind of characterized themselves as being a part of trends that are completely away from what mainstream tastes were, and then trends that were entirely aligned with like a very kind of pop radio MTV image market.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of in between to find stuff that really kind of suits both ends of your taste if you're really looking for that.
Okay, so
Can I say something?
we're coming
No.
up to an hour 30,
Oh.
which is going to be about the halfway point of the stream. So in the next 10 minutes, I want to wrap up 8 tracks so we can focus on just the channel shit. But Bells, you can speak, I guess.
Well, I guess I was just gonna say that I think the 90s has more in common with 2000s than it has with decades prior. So like I don't really think like it should be like in the same category with like the 70s and the 80s.
I always thought of the
Good
90s
A-Track's
as a
opinion.
sequel. I always I always thought of the 90s as the sequel to the 70s.
There we go, just putting that up there.
We should have
If
been
you
nicer
know,
to
you
2010
know.
to 2019.
But okay, so 8 tracks. One thing I want to talk about is the cutting room floor, because like I said, I don't cut shit very much. Lines like "get fucked and grab your fap rod" and "got tossed back and forth like its hand was fapping" made it on the album. So you know the cutting room floor is pretty fucking terrible.
You know.
There was so there was going to be a G-Funk song that was cut, and then the first verse was put in God shit. I think most everything got used for that. There was a hook, but I can't remember what the fuck the hook was. Actually, y'all talk a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick.
Well, I'll read chat. Thoughts on Mongolian throat singing, and will you include it in your next song?
Honestly, a Mongolian throat singing like rap beat, like throw in some like heavy drums and like, you know, fuck around with the mix. That could be awesome actually. Bladen, write that down.
Bladen, I'm sorry that you have to work with him. Next is Deuce. I'm walking to Cuba and annihilating Bells myself. Bells, you better run.
Well, that was on screen also.
If Quickville actually existed, and then someone says Quickville will exist real soon, I guess that will be the prison that Chris Chan ends up in.
Damn it. Okay, so I did have a Word document with the original God shit G-Funk stuff, but I deleted it and put the normal lyrics. Fuck, okay. I can't remember for the life of me what the original hook was. Let's see. Originally, Comeback was going to have a very different tone and different beat. Let me add Logan. Hi, Logan.
Well, Tim, here before you get into that, there's a question that's almost tailored for you.
Okay.
Do you guys listen to video game original soundtracks? The whole Scott Pilgrim game soundtrack is fucking amazing. So, what do you think of the Scott Pilgrim game soundtrack?
It's fucking awesome. Anamanaguchi killed it on that soundtrack. There's so many. I've used several tracks for my videos, including the Cheap Shop song in my first video, Scott Pilgrim Anthem, the Dark One, Bollywood. Fucking Rock. What is it? Rockstar 3. The Roxy boss fight one, and then of course Lee's Palace. Lee's Palace is probably the best song on it, actually. That melody gets stuck in my head so much, and I would fucking love to make it into a beat or something. But yeah, no, I like game sound. I only really listen to soundtracks if it's like the same artist throughout, or if it's a few exceptions. But like as far as video game soundtracks, really just the Sonic Unleashed soundtrack and then Scott Pilgrim. Those are the two that I've really listened to ad nauseum. Oh, and the 10-hour remix of the Mario Kart Wii theme.
So and then Follow up from the same person, Bonzo. Thanks for asking some real questions. These are actually pretty good. The Sonic 3 and Knuckles soundtrack is just Chef's Kiss, so that's not really a question, but it was an add-on.
That's fair.
So now we have Quick City would be so messed up with all the pony Sonic choosing dumbass rules. Tim, do you think Shadow and Maria should be a couple?
Maria. She's fucking dead, so no. Doesn't exactly work if you kept up with your Sonic lore.
I'm sure he has. Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. So that was said by someone who's in the live stream.
Yeah, why are you reading Bladen's shit if he's in the fucking call?
Well, he didn't say it out loud.
Whatever. Okay.
Bestiality. No. Sonichu. No. Shadow the Hedgehog and Maria are the same species. Are they? I don't know.
Okay, so, alright, going back to 8-Track's cutting room floor. So we got, so both, Adderall and Leap of Faithlessness underwent a huge amount of rewrites, but stuff wasn't cut as much as stuff was added as I got the beats and got length to it. Because another thing is, I wrote all my shit wrong, and I wrote, like, rhymes and odds, like in, like, threes, like 3 bars, sharing a rhyme, and then another 3 sharing a rhyme, because I thought, oh, why not? Because that was, like, some of my earliest writing, and then I figured out that does not sound good at all, and you can't make it sound good. So I basically rewrote to restructure all of it, move lines around, and thank God I did, because some of the best parts of both of those songs were in the rewrites, like the lines that we mentioned earlier, like, underwhelmed by what I've done and overwhelmed by what I want to do or whatever. Like, a lot of the best shit was in the rewrite, so I'm so glad that I was put in a corner with that and had to rewrite it. I'll say this as well. Comeback was originally going to be called Only Kinda Give a Fuck. It was going to have a very different tone, even though it was going to have mostly the same verses. It was going to have a beat that I'm not going to go into because that beat has been reworked into my next album in a slightly different tone and slightly different way. But I will say I had a hook for it that kind of sucked. I'm trying to remember it off the dome.
Okay.
It's like, I'm back, motherfucker, with a baseball bat. Hit you in the second, bringing you the realest rap. It was something like that. I don't remember the second part of it. But
Okay.
It was pretty. What Comeback turned into is so much fucking better in every way, in my opinion.
All right. So there's a couple more questions.
Yeah.
So we have a. Do you still go on Shadbase for entertainment value?
That's a good question. No, I don't. Well, okay. For the quote unquote there's 2 different entertainment values. There's the quote in quotes entertainment value, and then there's the normal one. Because I stopped going on it on Shadbase for the quote
sorry, cut you off. He asked in quotes.
Well, yeah, I know, but the quote unquote entertainment value, it's been a long time. And also, it's not to the lolly stuff. Don't fucking worry, whatever. But then for the longest time, I was just going on Shadbase for the actual entertainment value, because he started doing like dark comedy strips, and it's just kind of funny to see whatever he's doing. Shad is a character, and I know that he's done some fucked up stuff in the past. Not avowing that, but I feel like if you watch Shad on like Sleepy Cabin and in his streams, you kind of understand him more, and you understand how a lot of it doesn't stem from trying to exploit things, but rather it stems from him trying to push the lines of art and push censorship, and also push people's buttons in kind of a trolling way. And I feel like it kind of recontextualizes the stuff. But I also haven't gone on Shadbase in years, in like over a year, because he hasn't updated. I think he's been doing other stuff. Shad does a lot of background work for other animators, so I think he's been mostly like making like a living doing that kind of shit.
Okay. Then our next question is Tim, what artist was hands down your biggest inspiration for 8 tracks as a whole?
Okay, let me answer that and future questions right after I finish talking about the subject, because that's a good note to end 8 tracks on.
Okay.
So the cutting room floor, there's one other thing that didn't make it on there. Okay, well, I'll say this. Tsundere was originally going to be a 3-song EP, with the first opening part, the Lo and Behold part, being one song, the jazz part being a song, and then I was going to make another song. And it was just going to be like, like 3 different types of like anime girl types. And it was right after I met my girlfriend, and I wanted to like just like make music about that kind of shit. And so Tsundere wound up being like the crazy side of things, whereas there was going to be kind of a softer side that I never ended up making, because I figured out that like putting all of the ideas together into one song and then putting it on 8 tracks was going to be the way to go. The name, originally 8 tracks was going to be called Baby's First Mixtape, and I'm so glad I didn't go with that, because that's whack as fuck. And 8 tracks works so much better just because, the 8-track player, there's 8 tracks on it, 8 Mile, the train tracks in the movie 8 Mile, the fact that I announced that album in the 8 Mile review and use it in one of the songs, like I said, 8 tracks has a bunch of stuff going for it in the name. And cover art, I went through a bunch of different things, but I'm really glad with what we ended up doing, and KP knocked it out of the park with that cover art. I fucking love that cover art, and it looks so good on a shirt. Eventually Bladen and I are probably going to start selling some merch, and best believe we're going to be selling the 8 tracks on a black t-shirt, because it looks so fucking good. Let's see what else. And then the song that got on the cutting room floor. Good God, the song that got on the cutting room floor. So it was, what was it called? I think it was called like Shy of 2 Years. It was basically just a song about being heartbroken, but this was while I was still, like, started writing for it when I was still a kissless virgin, and basically because I had gotten rejected by a crush. And I am so glad I didn't go through with it, because it's like on my next album I'm gonna kind of be going into heartbreak and relationships and love and all of that in a more mature way, and I'm so glad I didn't try to write anything for that until I had grown up a little bit, because I really feel like what's coming is going to be so much better than what I had. Like, it was so bitchy, and like, if you thought Weezer was bad, it's like Weezer times 1,000 of like, I guess no one would ever love me, and like bullshit like that. It was gonna have singing. It was like fucking yuck. It was gonna suck ass. I'm so glad it got cut.
All right. So to end off 8 tracks discussion as a whole, and we'll go purely into questions and just other fun shit. Now to answer this last question by Bonzo, been a great part of the chat. What is hands down the biggest inspiration, like the biggest artist who was the inspiration?
Okay, so there's different phases of it that played a big role, because obviously Eminem was the first big one. The first No Takebacks was written when I had just gotten into Eminem. Let's see, fucking let's see, a good number of the track, a good chunk of Comeback, like the second verse of Comeback was written when I just got into Eminem, as well as parts of Adderall. M, obviously, I mean, he's kind of cringe to talk about now, and it's kind of overstayed, but he was a huge inspiration, obviously. Then you go into the less flattering Hollywood Undead, which was a big inspiration for me. And a lot of, like, Hollywood Undead has a certain flow that they do in their first 3 albums, that I do a lot of that flow in songs like Toast, and in songs like Comeback and No Takebacks. And it's like, it's not super dense pen game or rhyme scheme, but it's just adding the same rhymes together in a bar, in like a kind of skipping fashion that really I guess ties it together. Brockhampton is another inspiration, mainly Dom and especially Joba. As I mentioned earlier, Joba's Joe Ververse basically made Comeback the way it was. But that, sort of angry energy really played a part in all of that. I know I mentioned Danny Brown earlier, but I was listening to Ain't It Funny on repeat right before, or like the day of when I was listening to, or when I was recording Adderall. So I guess you could say that a bit of that energy kind of came into that song. I don't know. It's so much easier for me to talk about my inspirations for my next stuff because it varies a lot more. But yeah, I'd say M, Hollywood Undead, more specifically Charlie Scene from Hollywood Undead, and then Joba from Brockhampton. I'd say those three were kind of the big, I guess, sonic inspiration or vocal inspiration for 8-tracks.
All right. Well, that was
All right, well,
great
all right. Before we
Okay.
close it off, though, I'm not going to give mine because I don't think I could give a fair one. But going from on the screen down, starting with How To and ending with Logan, what would y'all give 8-tracks out of 10? Don't be shy. Nathan King won't hear you.
That's what you think.
Okay, well, I'm first on the screen. So I at the time I had the most controversial review of 8-tracks because I didn't really like it. I gave it a 5, and I think I still abide by that. There's a lot of tracks on there, like a fair amount, like specifically 3, being God Shit, which I thought, against all odds of influence, came together to be extremely fun. You had Sunjure, which in my opinion is probably your masterpiece at this point. That isn't ironic. And Adderall 30 milligrams I thought was just a very effective song. But everything in between I have various problems with. Like I said, the more kind of braggadocious could get it from other people kind of thing I was talking about when I first caught on kind of seeps into a lot of the record. And a song Leap of Faithlessness just kind of felt misguided. And Toast, and also across the record there's a lot of issues I personally have with just how it's produced, how it's mixed, So overall, while I think that it's not a very good album overall, I don't think it's completely irredeemable, and I think there's a lot of potential to grow and be better and really live up to the excitement I get from my favorite tracks.
So wait, what number?
5.
Okay. And then Bells?
I will give it a 7. It actually used to be an 8 when I first heard it, but well, it has definitely shrunk on me a little bit. I'll still stand by that. Adderall, it's still my favorite song. Again, your best sampling, your best beat, your best delivery. God Shit is really good. Tissander, I think it's a little overrated personally, but I think it still works. I think it's fun. I still like Toast. I think it's just that Toast has like a very good hook, and I think it has one of your most memorable deliveries. Other than that, wasn't big on. Well, yeah, no takebacks is. I think it kind of sucks. Like again, there's nothing really remarkable about it. Leap of Faithfulness was just a very awkward song. Comeback, I don't remember really a lot of it, and World Smash Stage. I think it's okay, but I think it has like a good sampling and some okay bars, but other than that, I don't think it really is one of your best songs. Overall, I think it's a good album. Looking forward for what you're gonna do for your next album.
Number rating?
7.
Okay, bet. Let's see who's next. All right, Bladen.
That would be the Bladester. Yeah, no, 8-tracks is a really good album. I really like it. It's obviously there are bumps in the road. Some things better than other things. And for the sake of not going track by track, just because I don't want to repeat myself, I will say it's an experience you can't get anywhere else. It's tailor-made to this album, and I really enjoy it. So I would honestly give it a 6.5, 7, 6.5 or 7.
Okay. I mean, hey, that's I appreciate it. Logan, what are you thinking?
I I honestly, it's kind of funny because I haven't listened to 8-Tracks since it came out, so I don't remember that much about the album as a whole. All I do know is that I do remember liking it more than disliking it. I remember liking God Shit. I remember liking No Takebacks. I was kind of split on Leap of Faithlessness. That's about it, honestly. Like, I don't really have much to say.
Fair enough. What would you give it a number rating just off the dome?
I'd probably give it like a 6.
Okay.
I just realized that Logan is the corpse husband of our group.
Why am I the corpse husband?
How do you figure?
How am I the...
Because of the voice.
Oh, am I... Because of my... Oh, hey, Bells.
Anyway, so... Great 8-track session, Tim. If you want to change the image to something else, that
Yeah,
way.
I've been looking for one to use, but I guess I'll just go with the obvious one. So give me just a second. I guess pretend like you're still talking about the album.
Blah blah blah. 8 tracks. Alright,
Blah,
so
blah.
I'm gonna start reading the chat again. So I'm gonna go from the last question. So any questions you guys asked while we were talking, I'll get to. So Bladen in chat asked me, what is my opinion on Chris Chan? He's a character. He did a lot of crazy stuff.
That's one way of putting it.
That's very interesting. How to?
I actually have a question for Bladen. What does Bladen
And
think
what might that be?
What does Bladen think of Logan?
Bladen thinks very highly of Logan. In fact, top 10, if not top 5.
Out of
Damn.
what?
Top 5 Chads.
Oh, okay.
Damn straight.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
Shad is a military veteran.
He actually is, though.
This, but I died earlier. It was a classic love song. Nathan King is my favorite rapper. Talk about Tails gets trolled.
Oh, don't tempt me.
I'm gonna go over that.
Yeah,
I will
literally spend the rest of the stream talking about it if you start me off.
Tim insinuating that he isn't still a virgin.
It's true.
Tim is better than Weezer. Tim, you still never got any videos with more views than your goodbye vid after that one.
Yeah, it's hard because hiatus is not good for a YouTube channel's health. It happens, but I mean, at the end of the day, I just got to make it work however it's gonna work, you know.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Joe Biden, 1942 to April 23rd, 2022. God, you're so white. Should I listen to this album? I would not recommend it. Definitely worth listening. Yes, I'm on it. All right, then. Give Eminem a broken marriage out of 10.
Sounds like he already gave himself one.
By the way, I'll have to leave, y'all. Gotta go sleep. As Bells.
Okay, I'm gonna take him out then. So, all right, Bells first on, first to leave.
Tim, what's your favorite brand?
Anything y'all want to wait real quick? Is anyone want to say to Bells before he gets removed from the
Fuck
scene?
you!
Kill yourself.
Leave.
All right, see you, Bells.
Bro.
Thank you for participating.
Well, yeah.
See ya, balls.
Wait, Bells, do you have any last shit? I was gonna cut him off while he said something.
Good guy. Good guy.
Yeah. I like him.
I love that guy.
It's pretty cool.
Stop lying.
He's a cool dude.
Tim, what's your favorite brand of frozen pizza? I'll say the Red Baron cheese trio is actually way better than oven pizzas deserve to be. And
Tim,
I don't know how.
What's your favorite type of pizza?
Cheese.
I was gonna ask that.
Cheese pizza.
What's
That's
your favorite
type?
genre of pizza?
Wait, Tim. What's your favorite pizza topping? Hair.
I fucking hate you. Oh god.
Saying yes is not a bad thing, considering the original line.
Y'all got school because I'm a freshman now. I'm graduated from college currently, so
I am in higher learning.
Higher learning, whatever, faggot. It's like college, like a normal.
I like 6-year-old
person.
pizza.
Question. Okay. Oh no.
I agree, Blaine. I agree.
That Joe Biden was a chat promise, by the way. Are you a virgin? Well, Tim is a virgin. You're a bitch for your take on frozen pizza.
All right, since we caught up with the questions, since this is a 4K anniversary special, we should probably talk about the channel in some kind of capacity.
Okay.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Yeah, why should we do that?
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta mute myself for just a second. I'm gonna go get some water and check on the what's the Sonic Tails gets trolled. Fuck, what is it? I'm mad. I'm going to go have sex with my girlfriend, so I will not be mad anymore. So I'm gonna go get some water and pet a cat or something. So y'all hold the stream for like 5 minutes, all right?
Can you let me fuck my girlfriend now? How can
All right.
So should
Hate
we all
that
just
guy.
go silent for the next 5 minutes?
No.
I swear to
Kill the
fucking God,
stream.
if you guys go silent and kill the stream, I will fucking. You'll never. I will do live streams with bells exclusively. For
Oh,
the
no!
You
That's
better
a-
keep this shit alive and well.
No, please, no.
Don't get me, and also don't say something to get the channel removed.
I can't
I'll be
let that
back.
happen. I can't let that
Behave
happen,
yourself.
Timothy.
Yeah, you know, I
Okay.
recently picked up a book of top 100 best slurs. Hey, you want me to read it?
Yes.
Okay. Number 1. How'd you start getting into YouTube? Stupid question, but yeah. Well, Tim just left. Tim. Okay, I actually think I know how Tim got to YouTube. Tim got into YouTube through shit like Newgrounds and video game and fandom, Pokemon, Sonic, animation, anime. You know, just that general sphere got him into YouTube originally. And overall, you know, just, you know, the evolution of YouTube, movie reviews, video games, anime, music, blah, blah, blah. Tim felt the need to make a YouTube channel just to say his piece on whatever he wanted to say. And that's how
He did it for
turned
tax
out.
write-offs.
Sure. Do you think Chris Chan made JFK as Sonichu? I don't think he wouldn't have.
I think how
Favorite-
should check DMs.
Okay.
Favorite meat and fuck.
Well, you know, I don't want to. I don't want to make jet oil melt steel beams here, but I'm not gonna go after this one. Favorite meat and fuck game, whatever that means.
Bell's Basement.
Favorite meat and fuck game. What's a meat and fuck game?
I-
Bladen, do
I-
you know?
I have no idea.
You know, my dad used to be a pilot.
Your dad used to be a pilot, really.
Yeah, I miss him.
You miss him?
Was he the best pilot in Saudi Arabia?
He was a pilot.
Was he the 21st?
I hate you. I want to.
Oh, thanks, Wall. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, Tim has some of the cringiest interests out there. This side of My Little Pony. Which he did like
Hey.
at one point.
What do you call whenever there's an emergency? What's the number?
999.
That's no
That's the British.
close.
Oh look, the channel's still here.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna make a joke like, oh man, what if the planes crashed into the Twin Towers or something? But
Let's cut the stream at about 2 hours 30 minutes.
okay. So
All
about
right.
okay, in about
I'll have home.
In approximately 5 minutes.
yeah. He's coming back. Go kill the meter reads 999. Juice World 999. Juice World's one of my favorite underground rappers.
Stop.
Did your dad kill Hitler? No.
Okay, so 2 things. In like 1 sentence, what did y'all talk about? And secondly, did y'all say you had to leave in 5 minutes?
I answered a question for someone like, what made you get into YouTube?
Okay. Wait,
I
is there
deserve
any
all the credit
questions
for the
specifically
album
for me?
Yeah, now you guys can ask questions for just him again.
Okay.
Oh
Favorite
wait,
meat and
didn't
fuck
Chris
game?
Chan make a sonnetu of Ted Bundy? Hope so. What's an underground rapper? 6 feet deep.
Okay, actually, let me answer the how did I get into making YouTube videos question, because I feel like that's good thematically. So I'll say this. I mean, I just fucking loved YouTube. I mean, you know, you grow you, because like I'm kind of a creative type. That's not even like in a I'm good at it kind of way, but like I'm naturally like I naturally start doing creative things just like because I want to, and I've done that since I was a little kid. So it was only natural that I want to do YouTube after enjoying shit so much, like growing up watching Nostalgia Critic, and then Rebel Taxi was a huge inspiration. Like I had gotten into Rebel Taxi right before I started the channel in late 2015, and he was a big inspiration to me. Nostalgia Critic was a huge one, obviously. People, anime YouTubers like Demolition D and Gigok were pretty big inspirations. And then, you know, later on, Filthy Frank and Mumpky Jones had a pretty big influence. But I just always wanted to do creative stuff, and YouTube, especially back in the day, was about broadcasting yourself. So obviously, I wanted to do it and mimic the people that I enjoyed so much. So that's my gay ass answer to it. But
Okay.
yeah.
Is Daddy's Belt your magnum opus? I don't need you to answer this. The answer is yes.
I hope not for long. It seems so far to be the case.
Nostalgia Critic and Jew Wario are Tim's biggest inspirations. I would say
No.
Jew Wario is definitely a big one for Tim in many ways, including his favorite type of pizza. I mixed Daddy's Belt. I hope you did.
Jew Wario had some common sense.
Jew Wario was a good guy. I like him.
He was a great guy.
Chewy.
Well, I mean, if you guys are fans of Jew Wario,
Oh my
you will
fucking
be
god.
watching
Layton just DM'd me saying y'all just talked about 9/11, actually. I swear to God.
We did not. I made a passing reference.
Ooh, this is a good question. Who's your main in Mario Kart?
Is that a good question?
That's
Donkey.
a very
Well,
good
okay,
question.
so if I'm playing a character, Donkey Kong on a bike, Mario Kart Wii. But I also do my Mii's, including Lady Hitler and my senior cock on face, and then I have a pedophile Mii that I play sometimes,
A pedophile you.
as well as a bearded midget lady that I do. And then I also I think I also have like a Goku one or something, but I don't think I think I used to use that one more.
The
But
fact
yeah,
you-
either Mii's or Donkey Kong is the right answer.
Yeah, I only pick trans me's to represent queer voices.
Okay.
The fact that Jew Wario existed back then showed how chill YouTube was back in the day. I think that according to mainstream media values, Jew Wario would still be allowed on YouTube.
I think Jew Wario just proves that even predators have mental health issues and they matter and are valid too.
Yeah, of course, yeah. You know, I feel like the mental health issues of pedophiles goes unchecked and underrepresented. I feel like people don't talk about it enough.
Matt Pride.
Why would you prefer? Would you prefer Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, or Pauline? I guess the fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's a fuck question.
Christ.
I don't know. Somebody else answer.
I'm gonna say Daisy.
Fucking Bladen just DM me how two actually went in depth about how the Republicans were responsible for 9/11 and how people should be more on board with the troops remaining stationed in the Middle East. It's over, buddy.
I could if you wanted me to.
I mean, yeah, between those four, probably Rosalina. It doesn't seem
Wait,
like a hard.
which
thing.
one's Rosalina?
Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Person.
I've never played that game.
I don't know. She's like the only one of the four without a dog shit character design. In my opinion.
Wait, is she the blonde one?
They're all like three of them are blonde. Be more specific.
No. Okay, I
no.
know this for a fact that Peach is blonde, Daisy's brunette, and Paulina's black-haired.
Paulina's black hair?
I'm pretty sure.
I haven't played
I know
Mario
this for a
Odyssey, but I
fact.
thought I remembered her. Oh no, I think she's brunette. Okay, so we got 2 brunettes and 2 blondes, but Rosalina has a good character design though.
I'm gonna
Because
Google Rosalina.
most of Super Mario Galaxy has really good design in general though.
Rosalina. Oh, yeah, I guess she is the best one.
Ooh, this is a landmine one, but why is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy your favorite Kanye album? How can I answer this quickly? I adore almost everything in it, and it peaks so many heights for me that no other album other than Black Parade can. Maybe The Mollusk. But it is currently either one of my only 2 or 3 11 out of 10 albums, which is saying something because I do have a few problems with it. I think Who Will Survive in America is kind of a weak ending sample for it. Don't even bring up water levels in Mario Galaxy. Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking God. Okay. What was I talking about?
Well, someone said that are women allowed to drive? Now, I think this is a question for Tim.
Who said that?
Someone asked it. The man in the moon profile picture guy.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. Like,
you don't know if women are allowed to drive or not?
I guess it's subjective.
It's subjective. It's an abstract question.
Yeah, it's, are we in Saudi Arabia?
Are we in the Twilight Zone?
But no, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is just so utterly grand and maximalist, and it feels like it has such weight, but it also is such high quality, and there's so much going on in the instrumentals and the lyrics and the flows and the vocals, and the songs aren't just like, verse, chorus, done. Like they have layers and do different things, like in Power when he says so exciting and then makes it loop over itself to sound like Suicide before going into that bridge. Just so much genius shit from beginning to end in that album that just makes it such a masterpiece in my eyes.
Okay, well, now we have a question straight from 2012. Who would win, Kanye West with Saiyan powers or 500 billion Justin Biebers?
Shit, Bell's is the only one with the answer.
Why?
I don't know.
The water levels of Mario Galaxy were fine. Most aesthetically, soundtrack slaps.
Thanks, Blade.
Yeah, I'm really happy Bladen. His mic isn't even muted, but he is using chat.
Yeah. No, the water levels are bad though. Like, because the problem is in Mario Galaxy, it's like you have to do different motion controls, but it's also fucking finicky. And it's like you have like the Z-axis is impossible to get right in the fucking water, and trying to move as you're getting attacked is all just so bullshit mechanics. And it's like it's not like there are good water levels out there, like how Majora's Mask has like the fish, or one of the 64 Zelda games has like you can turn into the fish guy, and the water levels in that move great. That's a much older game. There's good water levels
That is a horrible
out there.
take. Jesus Christ.
Well, Tim, you keep
The water
talking
levels
about
in Zelda games are awful.
Wait,
No,
Tim,
the water
Tim.
temples suck, but I'm saying the controls for the fish guy in Majora's Mask are pretty solid.
Wait, Tim, you keep talking about the Z-axis, but personally, I only believe in one axis.
You were just waiting to interrupt.
I mean, you're talking about video games. Who cares?
Let's see. When am I gonna do Let's Plays and sell out? Actually, Brant and I were gonna do Let's Plays when he came down here, but now we're probably gonna be too busy with other stuff. But I mean, I'd be down to do Let's Plays. I obviously not a main channel content, but I mean, it's just basically like a podcast, except just you doing something. And I like doing podcasts, so why not? I will say I get super bored with video games by myself, so any sort of streaming stuff or Let's Play stuff I would want to do, I would have to be doing with somebody else, or else I'm just gonna tune out. Like I just not good at single player games. Nobody talk. Stay silent, everybody. Don't fucking talk.
Okay. Would you play Neo the World Ends with You?
Never heard of it.
Why is Tim just as passionate talking about water levels like his favorite albums? Tim is just a over emotional person.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty emotional person, but I got so fucking heated at that goddamn Mario Galaxy water level. Like I did not want to see that brought up. Like that actually made me mad.
When's the next podcast? That's a good question.
Okay. Well, I'm fat ass chewing. Hold on.
Yeah, slow down, you.
Why are you eating?
Because I was hungry.
Hungry.
But I'll
God,
stop.
you're so fat.
But what was the question? Oh yeah. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to put Brant on blast.
I think you should.
Should I?
I don't
Okay,
think
yeah,
you should ever miss an opportunity. To
I
put
think
Grant
you
on
should be
blast.
honest.
You okay? Y'all convinced me. So when the next podcasts are, it's all up to Brant because we currently have 3 that we want to do, and all 3, Brant is in charge of setting up. We have the solving the heart questions, which personally I'd rather just let that die. I think it ran its course in 2 episodes, and I don't think we'll be able to. Like I don't think that it necessarily needs to come back, but both How To and Brant really want it back, and if they bring it back, I'll be on it.
I'm kind of over it personally. I think I would want to do a podcast, and I think something a little, maybe a little more chill would be able to
I'm gonna be honest,
serve its purpose.
I'm really over solving the hard questions. So if Brant wants to do it, I'll record it, but like I'm not pushing it in any sort of way. Then there was gonna be just like a chill, like sleepy cast kind of podcast with no set like strict structure or anything, just chilling. And I'd be willing to do that with any of the mods, honestly. I like talking to y'all in general, and you know, we VC like every other night anyway and have funny conversations. So, you know, I'd be down to do a podcast like that, but at the same time, I feel like streaming is basically the same thing with a chat. So, while I would be down to do like a bi-weekly or a monthly podcast like that, I feel like streaming might be better, especially if I can get to the point where I open up super chats, which kind of moot point right now with, you know, like 10 viewers, you know, we can answer everything. But if there's a boom in audience or whatever, then you know, you could add super chats and shit, maybe make some money.
I mean, personally,
and then
if we were to do like a bi-weekly podcast or something, putting it in Trash Rats terms, I'd be happy to be the reactor guy. Just brings up a bunch of kind of news stories and all that.
Like, here's the thing: you and Brant would definitely be the initial co-hosts because y'all are quite honestly the best at podcasting. And then obviously, you know, people like Andrew, Bladen, Logan, you know, Deuce, like all Bells. Bells would be funny, but not because he's being funny. Bells would be funny to have on. But
God, just imagine the type of explosion that would happen the moment Bells gets onto a podcast and says the wrong thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like all of the mods in the Discord have a good dynamic, and I feel like we could do a really fun podcast. Honestly, but like I said, I feel like if we're going to do a podcast over a stream, I feel like that's something that Brant probably needs to take a leading role on because he's kind of the perfect host for that kind of stuff. He's got like the good host charisma. And quite frankly, I'm just so focused on a bunch of other stuff like music and videos that, you know, just that extra thing to keep up with is just really hard right now. And then the third thing is the show that I've been wanting to do for a long time called Improv RPG that we tried and it really fucked up and didn't go well at all. But we're going to try it again without me leading it because I fucked it up. So we're going to have like Brant or somebody try to do it.
Yeah.
And hopefully have a better result. But like I said, I'm kind of just waiting on him to decide to do it, But and also anytime even if I don't know you, to be honest, I'm pretty open to just hopping on somebody else's podcast. Like if you can work around my pretty hectic schedule, because I'm probably also going to be flaking because not intentionally, but I have a bad habit, or not. It's not even a bad habit, but I have bad luck with like when stuff gets scheduled and then like real life bullshit happens at the worst possible times. So as long as you're patient with when I can do it and if I have to, postpone or whatever, then as long as you're patient with that kind of stuff, then let me know if you want me on your podcast and I'll see if I can do something. I'm a fucking egotistical piece of shit and I like talking about myself. So, or talking about anything else and just giving my opinion. So with all that, it is what it is. And I'm always down to podcast whenever I can. So,
yeah. I think doing a podcast would be a good idea. Like, not really doing improv RPG or solving the hard questions, but like just kind of a chill one where we talk about topics of the day and generally just conversate, bounce off each other.
Yeah, I mean, when the channel's done, I think it could be fun to do on like second channel or something. I mean, we already have the name, the Degenerates. We've been using that for a while, and I think that could work.
Yeah, but probably.
Like I said, whatever it is, unless somebody else wants to take the reins on keeping up with it, I'm going to be focused on more important stuff. I will say, Bladen, how much should I talk about what podcast thing? Should I say anything?
I don't know. Oh, I mean, honestly, the sooner we get it out there that it's happening, probably the better. I mean, it won't be for a while, but...
Yeah, I mean, we got like 6 people watching right now, so this isn't really a huge message to everyone, but for the people that are listening, we do we will be doing something where I guess I'll be making an announcement for it in the future, but basically I'm going to launch a new channel that is completely focused on music, and it won't really be my channel. It'll be a joint channel between me and Bladen, as well as Solemn Deus' stuff, and we might add more people as shit goes on, but we on that channel, other than using it to promote our music, we were also thinking about making kind of like a half in the bag kind of discussion show, except with albums, mainly just to keep views coming in and to keep honestly to get views. But I mean, it's the kind of compromise where it's not like we're selling out and doing something that we would never do in a million years, but it is going to basically just be to capitalize on the hip hop audience that I've accumulated through like Eminem videos and stuff. So that people are like, oh, what's your opinion on 17 by X? That's like, oh, well, check this video out. And then they, some people might jump on for the music. Some people might jump on for the reviews, but the more people looking, maybe the more people we can get exposed to what we want to do. So, Matt says, I'd love to be on a podcast one day. I mean, honestly, yeah, I'm fine with Matt being on. Matt, you want to be on? You want me to send you a link to on the stream?
Oh, yeah, Matt's a great guy.
I think Matt should join.
Let's get Matt on.
Well, no, this is the first time I'm hearing of this idea, and I think it's a good idea. Honestly, I think it works. There's this YouTube channel.
I was sick in Kroger when I came up with it, so I don't think I shared it.
No, there's actually this channel I watch. I'm not going to name drop it because no one cares, but it's basically like these 3 guys kind of just talking about like discographies, song topics. They're more into classic rock, but and they have a very dedicated audience to them, and I think the format works.
Yeah. If y'all don't mind, sometime in the stream, I might have Matt do some promo for himself, just because help a homie out.
We got another question.
6 whole people, and
for 6 whole people. I'm kind of an
and 4
influencer.
of them are us.
Yeah. Yeah, and number 5 is him. But I'm kind of an influencer, so.
Well, we got this comma guy.
Sucks.
What restaurant has the best spicy chicken sandwich?
Okay, real quick before you see that, I just saw when you make amends with Kevin Botor 2, kind of a moot point. He and I are whatever now. Like, we don't talk, we're not like friendly, but it's like we don't bug each other. But Talking Shit Podcast episode 1 has been found. I went on my old hard drive and I was able to find a copy, and it's been added to the archive, so that there's officially now no more lost media for the unsubscribed channel.
Yeah. So, but what about the chicken sandwich?
What was the question?
What restaurant has the best spicy chicken sandwich?
I don't eat spicy chicken sandwich because I'm a bitch, but Chick-fil-A has a great chicken sandwich. I haven't been to one of these in like half a decade, but Black Eyed Peas, the sit-down restaurant, had a really good chicken sandwich, but I think they went out of business. Let's see, what else has a good one? Surprisingly, the McDonald's chicken sandwich they just dropped is actually pretty good. It's not as good as Chick-fil-A or some others, but it's like way better than normal McDonald's food. What other chicken sandwiches? Whataburger has a good one, but you have to like get a certain kind of bun for it to be the best kind.
That's a Dan Schneider movie.
Chick-fil-A. Huh?
Another question is: have you ever eaten Cane's chicken tenders?
Yeah, there was a brief period where I liked Cane's, but I'm not really a big fan anymore. I feel like Cane's really dropped off because the last couple times I've had it was really fucking gross.
Yeah, I don't really.
Matt hasn't hopped on yet. Hey Matt, I sent you the link if you are able to check it out.
So wait,
are more
favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Are more people active in the Discord server right now than the fucking stream?
I don't know. Wait, so Tim, what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? That's the newest question.
Does it have to be an Adam Sandler? Oh well, Uncut Gems probably.
Does not count. What?
Someone
okay, fine.
said,
Let me reword it.
All right. Well, here are my options: Jack and Jill, Pixels, Uncut Gems, and what else? I think that's it.
I think it's blatantly obvious, if you will, what the best movie is out of those 4. It's not
Jack and
Pixels. It's not Uncut Gems.
Pixels is top 5 worst movies I've seen. Jack and Jill is not as bad as you would think, but yeah, no, that's gonna be a you thing. That's not gonna be a me thing.
Oh my God! Look what this common person is. Look.
click. So,
let's see.
So
Matt's
someone
having
asked,
Pacino?
didn't see of answered my Weezer question. You can re-ask it. Safari doesn't support the website.
Oh,
so
by
I'm
the
gonna be on
way, that goes
soon.
for everybody. If we didn't answer your question, just ask it again.
Yeah. You can just post it. Someone and the same person said Dunkachino.
That's true.
One of the only
That's
good jokes
that's
in
a Jack and Jill reference.
Fuck up.
At the end, I'm being dead serious. At the end, Dunkin' Donuts, they get together with what's his name from Godfather?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. Yeah.
I like how you only know him from fucking.
Yeah.
Well, they get together.
I wonder what the
together,
pun on the Dunkachino is.
and they do a promo for Dunkin' Donuts with Al Pacino. Yeah, no, it's genius.
Yeah, everyone knows about Dunkachino. That's like the only thing most people know about that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, your letterbox tells me. So the question was, Weezer good after Green Album? Question mark. You've heard every Weezer album.
Yeah. Red is good. Every thing will be all right in the end is good. White is good. I think Ratitude of all of them is fun enough despite being kind of bad. And then a lot of mediocre albums I couldn't care a shit about, like Pacific Daydream and Black. And then albums I actively dislike are like Green and Hurley.
You actively disliked Hurley?
I think Hurley might be my second least favorite.
Wow.
Really? I did not know you disliked Hurley. I thought you were indifferent.
No, I don't know. I don't know why I dislike it so much, but it's just like something about it really just didn't click for me.
Well-
Black is probably one I dislike as well because Pacific Daydream had a few songs I thought were okay, but
What about Maladroit? Do you remember that one?
wait, which one?
Maladroit.
Maladroit. That was the one after.
Yeah, Maladroit's a good album.
Oh, you didn't mention Make Believe.
Make Believe is hard because I like 2 songs on it, but they're not good, so it's kind of like a moot point, sort of.
Wait, what was the other one besides Beverly Hills?
Shit if I fucking remember, bro. Oh, hold on, Matt.
Matt's in.
Oh, and,
What's up,
Blaine
bitches?
disconnected.
What's your favorite video game?
Any meat and fuck game on Newgrounds.
That's good.
So, Matt, do you have any self-promotion?
No, I hate
Okay.
my shit.
Damn, you sure you don't want to talk to 8 people right now?
Follow
8
my
tracks.
Pornhub.
Click. That's brilliant. Favorite white
there we
rapper
go.
other than Eminem? I know the answer.
Yeah,
I
my
know
favorite rapper is a white rapper who is an Eminem. R.A. the Rugged Man.
Alright, the Rugged Man isn't white.
He's Italian-ish.
Yeah,
Okay, well.
that's not white.
Also, because my updated top rappers, just for whoever gives a shit. Favorite is R.A. the Rugged Man, then Kanye, but Kanye is like my favorite artist. So it's kind of a weird mix where he would be above, but it's like he's not the best like rapper necessarily. It's like more of a complete package sort of thing. Then Denzel Curry would be my number 3, and then despite everything, I still love the Best of M, so he would probably be 4. And then you got I probably a tie between like Malice and Push from Clips because they're both really good. I like Joba and Dom from Brockhampton quite a bit. I like both people and Run the Jewels quite a bit. I really like Rakim. Andre 3000, even though I'm probably not the biggest Outkast fan out there, but I really like Stangonia. But Andre 3000 is definitely a highlight for Outkast. And then, NF, obviously.
Tim, you're forgetting someone. Weird Al.
I thought you were going to try to get me to say Matt the Artist.
R.I.P.
No,
White
that guy.
Kids You Know kid, by the way.
Weezer.
Yeah, Trevor Moore. That hit me. That was bad.
Oh, wait, did he die?
Yeah, Trevor Moore died.
Oh, shit.
Bladen, you're in the chat. Why are you saying these are the bad takes? Just talk and argue, bitch. Oh,
No,
Oh
but
no, yeah,
Trevor
those are
Moore.
terrible takes.
Yeah, Trevor
Alright,
Moore,
well,
easily
who
the
are your
best
10?
part of White Kids You Know.
Who's your top 10 rappers, Bladen? Oh, and Doom would be.
I don't have a
my,
top 10.
probably. Okay, well, name some.
It would be Doom.
Say some names. Okay, you
Doom,
like
Nas,
Logic?
Rockin', Jay-Z.
Logic make you happy?
No.
No, that makes me very unhappy, actually.
I mean, Logic is the most consistent
I'm-
rapper.
Offended that you would even suggest that.
Bladen has a point. I agree with him.
I don't have the willpower to be in here anymore.
Yeah, no, but Ram San Film, thank you for fuck you for reminding me of that.
Yeah,
Sucks.
bitch. Fuck you.
Denzel in top 3?
He has yet to like make a big miss, and Zoom
You mean
is
his
like
whole
my-
career?
Well, I haven't heard a single Denzel song that I've been like, well, that's bad. There's some that I don't love, but like, and then Zoo is like probably. Hold on, let me look at my fucking topster. Y'all,
Is Date Movie still okay?
is Date Movie still okay? No, it never was.
Well, you
Yeah, okay.
defended it
So,
somewhat.
Well, I mean, it's not as bad as it could have been, but that's not really the compliment. Okay, yeah, Zoo is top 5 rap albums for me. So
I'll have to
You belong
disagree
in
with
this
you on that.
You belong in the ape section.
yeah, and it's even higher if we don't count Swan songs, which let's not count Swan songs. So it's like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, then Eminem Show, then Doggy Style, then Mouse in the Mask, then Zoo. But actually, Zoos might be higher than Mouse in the Mask.
God, you're white.
We knew this.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Tim failed to mention my personal favorite rapper, the one, the only Corey Feldman.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
does he rap in that?
Oh,
album?
yes, he does.
Yep.
Oh my god, I still need to listen to that.
You don't know.
All right, we're coming into the last 10 minutes. So I don't know. I guess we're just keep doing what we're doing at this point.
Okay.
But
read
let's
some
not try to
questions.
get into big topics.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think the meaning of life is?
Share Lloyd.
Get pussy, get bussy, get wrecked, get wrecked.
Get paid, get laid, Gatorade.
Yeah, that.
To watch click.
Birth, tax fraud, death.
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie
Minogue.
Minogue.
To make better music than the internet rappers who made fun of you online.
Who's an internet rapper? Is that like what Token calls himself in like that song?
Yeah.
Tech Nine?
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Token was
No,
on
it's
your
not.
list.
Yeah, I thought
Let's
Token
also
was
talk about how
Tim's
much we
favorite
love
rapper.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Christ.
My favorite rappers would probably be something like Token, Logic, NF, Eminem.
Joyner.
Token actually hasn't released anything in forever.
If I'm
really.
in
No,
a black
that's not
mood.
true. That's not true. I found out about this from my Twitter feed. He has been releasing these horribly cringy pastiches of other artists where he raps over a given artist's instrumentals for like a whole song.
Oh well, that's just remixes. That's like it's just a thing.
Well, yeah,
It was
but that's
cool
what
when
he's
he
been
did that
doing.
in like 2016.
Well, I mean, Joyner. Yeah, well, Joyner.
That's all he's been doing recently. I saw this on my Twitter feed for some reason.
Well, that's probably just filler while he's working on some kind of album. But I don't know. Like my thing is with Token is I obviously really enjoyed his last album, but he definitely has a lot of room to mature as an artist. I don't know. I think it's like a high.
What's
7.
the name of the album?
Between somewhere.
I think it's like a high 7, low 8. But I will say there's a lot of room for growth, and I would be very interested to see how he matures as an artist because I see a lot of potential in him. Something I can't say for
This cover art is bad.
Oh yeah, it is.
This cover art is bad.
Why are you sending?
Oh my
the-
God.
Ending the channel, by the way.
Why am I ending the
channel's
channel?
obviously ending.
Yeah, I don't know. YouTube was always supposed to be a temporary thing. I've always wanted to give the channel an ending. I never wanted to quit doing creative stuff, but the YouTube channel, originally I wanted to do it for longer, but it's been pretty low profit as far as like I'm not really growing, I'm not really gaining much, and it's all just kind of personal satisfaction for a rather small fan base. So I want to give that small fan base a satisfying ending, and then I want to move on to more fulfilling pursuits like music or like comics or like, just other things that just fulfill me a little bit more. Because YouTube videos and YouTube in general can be pretty frustrating, and the platform is so chaotic and toxic and fucking can go nuclear for no reason. I mean, my channel's at risk right now. If YouTube bot decides, hey, 2 more things get fucked, then I'm out and I'm not getting the channel back. So it's like, it is what it is, but YouTube was never going to be a permanent option, and I'd rather finish it while it's at its best, and then take my remaining energy and put it into new things, rather than just keep trying to, become YouTube famous, which is not really, worth it at this point.
All right. Well, we got a answer for when I asked, "What do you guys think the meaning of life is?" To be white and say the N-word without a pass.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, you should apply what you're doing with your YouTube channel to your life and end it.
Bladen, you could have just said that.
Bladen has a true rapper's mind. He's clever. Yeah, in my opinion, the meaning of life is to win Survivor.
Shut up.
I really hope that How-To from the unsubscribed Discord server acknowledges me.
I hope he approves of my taste in music.
Oh, you just called a cringy. You just got called a cringy baka, Blake.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
In response to what is what I want to know. What makes me? I'm not saying that. What makes me that?
The comma guy asked kind of a weird question. What album have you listened to enough for it to click in your head? Like,
Jesus.
That's a. I guess
Don't
what
talk
they're
about
implying is that it's like you didn't like it originally.
Yeah, Yeezus went from a 5 to a 10 within like 7 or 8 listens. There's several others that have clicked for me over time, but usually it's less drastic, like 6 to 7 or 7 to an 8 or some. Most of my 10s obviously probably weren't 10s on first listen, because 10s kind of develop over time. But as far as something clicking that I did not care for and then I did, Yeezus is a big one. And then let's see what else. Like y'all know my taste. What else we count?
Highway moved up.
Highway did move up, but that was just within a second listen. I'm kind of more thinking of like I listened to it a few times and then it jumped up.
Mollusk, you were just okay on originally.
Oh, Mad Villainy is one.
Mad Villainy, you literally only like it because you.
Great album.
Well, no, like every time I
10 out of
listen to
10.
it, it switches rating, because I did not care for it at all the first time. Then I thought it was good, but not for me. And then I liked it well enough, and then I really liked it, and then I really liked it, and it's kind of just been between 8 and 9. It's been like a low 9 for me lately. And then last time I listened to it, I probably enjoyed it more than any of the other times. It's still not as good as Mouse and the Mask, though, but that's just my opinion.
Would you rather continue this timeline of Eminem's music?
What about y'all?
What?
I already
How
forgot
was
the
that clip
question.
for you?
Yeah, what was the question?
Unironically, Spirit They've Gone.
Fuck you.
Wait, what was the...
Fuck you.
What was the...
Fuck yourself.
That's an unironic one.
I hate you so much.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
It is. You just
It's really good, actually.
All right, we're going to be closing the questions in 10 seconds, or in 20 seconds. So if you have any questions, write them down fast.
Would you rather continue this timeline of Eminem's music or have him die and release King Mathers?
I wish he died in 1998.
I like Kamikaze and Killshot, so I'd want to keep those, but I haven't valued anything since after Killshot, so maybe I would stop the timeline there. Or for M, I'd stop the timeline there. Obviously, I like too many things outside of M to,
Bladen got accused of being a dream stand just now.
Well, that's just true.
I wish he had died on his Tylenol overdose.
That's what I was saying.
Question: last good M song? I think he just answered that one.
Foolish Pride.
Yeah, yeah. Killshot is Tim's last good M song in his opinion.
All right. All right. Is that the last of the questions?
That's the last one I see.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Okay. So, all right. 4K. Like I said, we were coming up to 7K when the last channel got deleted, so I really want to try to get up to 7K before I close things off next year. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Going since December 2015 or January 2016, how would y'all describe the unsubscribed channel in one word? How to?
Cringe.
Logan?
Disappointing.
Matt? Bladen?
It insists upon itself.
That's not one word.
One word.
In my book.
Close enough.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Bazinga?
Stop!
Everyone, you know what that
Ba-
means. Report all of
Zing.
these videos.
All right. We got about 10 seconds left. On the count of 5, everybody say "fuck bells." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck
Fuck bells!
We hate them. And that's it. Goodbye,